Hello, everybody. I'm going to give you a short introduction to the project that we're working on, the project called Bildungsregion in German, Bildungsregion, and I've made a short introduction just so you can get a some knowledge on the background of the project that is financing this whole thing. I'm going to do the presentation in English because it's both for people in Denmark and people in Germany, and also for people who are international. So I've chosen this common language for everybody to do. I made a small presentation. There's going to be German subtitles in the presentation, so I will just walk you briefly through the project so you get an understanding. So right now I'm just going to share. So let's dive into it. Well, this whole project is called the Femern Belt Learning Region, aka Bildungsregion, the Bildungsregion, and it's a project that's going on from 2023 until 2026, the 31st of August, so a 3-year period. And we are 11 project partners and 32 network partners, and we have quite some money to work with. So that is the project in general, what it's called. Under that project, we have some project managers that are working on this specific project. There's Niels Eckhardt from Teknikcentrum Lübeck. We have Nikolai Vedelev from Knowledge of Zealand, and then me from Zealand Institute of Technologies and Business. The project in overall is we have 5 sub goals that we are looking into. The first one is project management, so this is administration. And the one that you are currently connected to or working with is called Sustainable Together, which is developing some initiatives that we are looking into using the new European Bauhaus. I will come back to the new European Bauhaus and also make an additional video specifically on the new European Bauhaus and the new European Bauhaus Compass. Then we have another subgoal called the Femern Youth Ambassadors that you are more or less also connected to just by being in part of Sustainable Together subgoal. And then we have something called Femern Reach Out, which is something to do with math and language. And then the last one is actually a research project called Taking the Initiatives. But the one that is most important specifically for this project is the one called Sustainable Together. The network that we're building, or the task that we're doing, is that we are going to map small and medium-sized enterprises that create value for young people, students and young people all alike. And so far we're working with these cities. We have Flensborg, is the first Danish/German city that we're working with. It is in Germany, but we're looking at these interreg, where it's something that's cross-cultural. Then we are working with Kiel, focusing on that. Then we have Lübeck. Then we have Næstved, in the corner of Zealand up here. Then we have Køge, which is located right here. Then we have Roskilde, right here. Kalundborg, where Nikolai is also working from. Then we have Nykøbing Falster down in this area. And then we're also looking into Svendborg and Kolding and other cities that might be relevant. But this is the network that we are working with, and hopefully creating a foundation for people who are like-minded, who are creating something that is of value and that is interesting and that creates value for young people especially. We have another thing that we're using as a framework for the whole work that we're doing. We have something called the new European Bauhaus. And that methodology is actually combining 3 things together. The first one is sustainability on 3 different ambition levels. The first ambition level is how we use our resources, and then it becomes more complex the more ambitious we become. I'm going to do another video, especially on the new European Bauhaus, on how we are using that as a framework for the project. So sustainability is the first one. The next one is together. how we are doing something together. In that category, we also have three different ambition levels that you can look into. Again, I'm going to talk more about that in another video. And then the last one, where I especially am happy to work with that, is beautiful on the aesthetic side, which is something that is beyond functionality. So working with the New European Bauhaus, it's actually really creating something that's not only functional, but that also has some soul, that also has some some relevance, some passion built into it. You can actually scan this QR code and read more about the New European Bauhaus, and you will also find in that link material about the New European Bauhaus. We also created a ChatGPT, especially for this project, that you can find in this code. The strengths of this compass, which we found out, is that everybody is welcome and should be able to be included in this. Actually, the whole purpose of the New European Bauhaus is to include all citizens in the European Union as somebody who is connected to the sustainable agenda, the Green Deal. So it's very important that you don't need to be an expert in order to connect to the Green Deal. So either togetherness or beautiful. When it comes to mapping creative SMEs, small medium-sized enterprises, that is usually where we find an entrance into this project. There's a lot of power in each of these three categories, and along, especially in beauty and aesthetics, that is where people find some energy. This is where there's really a lot of potential in getting a better understanding on how we use this in our project to build a stronger region between Denmark and Germany, and also among other countries in Europe and hopefully also globally. And this is not a God framework, but a good framework for dialogue, idea generating, new perspective, and becoming more ambitious. But another video on that, and you can also click the QR code on the former slide. So if you want to know more about this, and if you have any questions on what this is and how to use it, feel free to send me an email or contact me by phone. Here you have the contact information, and you can always contact me. That is my job, is actually to help people if they want to be part of the project. And this video is made especially for the people that we are hiring to help us with the mapping and the analysis of creative small and medium-sized enterprises. So hopefully this video gave you some insight to what the Bildungsregion is, how we're working, and who the people are, and the geography of the whole thing that we're working with. So on that note, I would just like to say thank you, and then I will stop the recording and hope to hear from you and talk to you another day. Have a nice day.